Hey, you. Yes, you, dumbass. The one that's looking to become a sniper. Well, today I'll teach you how to become a proficient sniper, because I've seen that you're trying to become that roguelike player that supports their team from afar and does everything from a mile away and can go on its own and complete missions and whatnot. Today I'll teach you how to do that, how to become proficient as a sniper, how to be independent, how to do everything you want and you need in a map, and how to become what carries your team to victory, collecting samples, exploring the map, getting things done, covering your friends, and staying alive, which is what matters most in certain scenarios. So, buckle up. I'll teach you how it's done, you moron. So first, we're going to start with the armor that you're going to be using. The armor you're going to be using is going to be a light one that makes you move fast, and one that has a bonus to prevent you from being detected by bots, because we're mainly going to be using sniper gear against bots. It can work against bugs, but it's not recommended since they can get up close to you and you're going to be pretty much defenseless if you ever run up against the bugs. At the time of recording this video, there are only 3 armors that I would consider for using as a sniper. Of course, there are different armors that you can use if you want to, but the 3 that acquire the most benefits are the SC30 Infiltrator, in case you want to start early as a sniper, the SC30 Trailblazer, which can get unlocked further down in the free pass, and the paid Arctic armor, the CW4 Arctic Ranger, which you can get at the last tier of the paid pass of the Arctic Warriors. Keep in mind that both the Trailblazer and the Arctic Ranger are the exact same. The only difference between both of them is cosmetic. Merely cosmetic. The only difference between both armors and the Infiltrator is that the Infiltrator has a bit more armor, making it a little bit slower than the other 2. But that's something that you'll find yourself using for the very first time you unlock it. It's an armor that can get bypassed after you get the Trailblazer from the free pass, which is highly better than the other one. Now let's talk about the loadout. First, we'll look into the free-to-play loadout. Let's say you just bought the game, you are trying to find and play different things, you're curious about being a sniper, you just unlocked this stratagem, you have unlocked certain things, and you haven't spent a dime on the game besides buying it. You have no passes, nothing. Well, the first thing you want to do is to use an SMG. This is going to give you some sort of variety when it comes to missions you can do, and they also serve a purpose since they are going to be sort of our sidearm, let's say, because we're going to carry around the sniper mainly. We're going to be spending a whole lot of time further away from action, not engaging in close quarter combats unless we're just coming in to clean up. We're going to use an SMG as well as a pistol. This is up to your preference. I always recommend the Redeemer over the regular pistol. You can swap it out if you have another one, but for the time being we'll use the Redeemer and the Defender. If you haven't unlocked the Defender, well, you can use any other weapon you want, and also if you haven't unlocked the Redeemer, it's up to your choice. You can use the regular pistol. For the explosive, you can use the explosive grenade for taking down factories or bug holes, in case you haven't heard me and you're doing what you want. It's your game and you can do whatever you want. However, for blowing up factories, I recommend using explosive grenades, just the regular ones. There is people that prefer the impact grenades and this and that, but those can be inconsistent at times if you don't land them well and whatnot. First, that's that loadout. You can swap the explosive grenade for smoke grenades if you are willing to be a more supportive player and you know how to use them well, because smoke grenades can be great for retreats and covering your teammates, but if you don't use them well, it's going to be just a strainer for the bullets that are going to you. Now let's talk about the paid loadout, or the more advanced one. Let's say you've been playing the game for a little while, you have gotten yourself some credits from missions, and now you want to buy yourself some war bonds. Which ones do I need to become a sniper? Well, the ones that I do use and that I do recommend for my loadout are the Cutting Edge, Democratic Detonation, and Polar Patriots. Those are the 3 war bonds that contain the weapons and the grenades that I use for my loadout. First off, we'll get the stun grenade from the Cutting Edge warband. Then we'll get the grenade pistol from the Democratic Detonation warband. And lastly, we're going to get the SMG from the Polar Patriots. These 3 guns, of course, the most essential ones are going to be the pistol and the stun grenade, but it is up to you and how you want to play it. Let me break it down for you how this works and why we need these things. First off, let's talk about the stun grenade. The stun grenade we're going to use for helping our teammates escape certain situations and to help ourselves. Let's say you're being overrun by devastators, rocket devastators, you can just stun them and aim for the heads with the sniper. Easy kills, easy escape. Let's say a Hulk is coming towards you. You're going to stun him and aim for the reticle. You can do it without stunning him, but in case it's, let's say, a flamethrower Hulk that swivels around a lot more because they run a lot faster, it's kind of hard to aim for the reticle and they can get up close real fast, so stunning them is a great course of action. If you don't happen to have ammunition, you can just stun them and run right behind them. Don't be afraid to run towards your enemies if you know you can take them down at once. Now let's talk about the grenade pistol. The grenade pistol allows us to carry more grenades with a total capacity of 8 grenades, which is a lot. You have room for error with this one, and you can fire your grenades from a farther distance. Also, carrying your grenades as your sidearm allows you to use the stun grenades, which are essential for a loadout. And since you're not going to be needing a sidearm, it becomes more of a tool. Your sidearm is going to be your SMG. This SMG in particular carries a lot of ammo. You're going to be using it to clean up after you destroy a factory, or if you're doing something that has very little bots and you can take them down. Usually we just want to stay from afar using our anti-material sniper. That's about it. Now let's talk about stratagems. We want to get to places that we otherwise would not get. We want to move fast across the map because we're going to be circling around objectives, since we cannot just get straight in, find weak points and shoot it down. That's why we need the jump pack. The jump pack is a great way to increase our mobility and our speed when crossing the map. It's one of the most essential tools if you want to be purely a sniper and stay away from combat. Then of course we're going to introduce the anti-material sniper, since the snipers that you can unlock in the game are not as great as the anti-material sniper. Of course there are some arguments for the Raptor, but the Raptor is not that great against Hulks and Devastators and generally anything that it's not something that blows up. So for that we introduce the anti-material sniper. You can take down a whole lot of things with this bad boy. And last but not least, we have other stratagems. You can either use a mortar, because it's going to be at the same range as you are going to be, so it synergizes great with you. It can take out certain kinds of bots and whatnot. But usually I do recommend running a stratagem that can destroy big things, like the orbital laser, orbital barrage, eagle strike, eagle 500 kg. it's up to you. Those two stratagems are purely up to you, but remember that they have to be able to take down big things, either big factories and whatnot. They have to make you a little bit more of a threat, because otherwise you'll be just naked. Using and running, for example, let's say the laser and the eagle strike, it's probably the best combination of both, since you'll have 3 uses of the laser, which we'll use against big factories, and the eagle strike, which you can use against medium factories, hordes of bots, small factories, which usually small factories you want to take down with your grenade pistol. But those are the main uses of your stratagems. As always, thank you so much for watching, thank you for your time, and I hope to see you in my next video. I would love if you dropped a like and a subscribe if you like the video and you want to see more like this.